Tell me why'd you have to go and drive me so crazy? Now feeling lost without you.
Hello, if you're a course creator or a budding course creator, then today is going to be a great session for you. You're going to be covering the 6 biggest mistakes that I have discovered after working with clients for over 6 years creating courses to help you avoid these and make that more successful to you actually finish that course, get that course out there to the big world to share your inner sparkle with the world. So hang on in. If you're joining us on the live, then hello, let us know below where you're joining from. And if you're on replay, scroll through. We'll be kicking off once all of our VIPs join us. But of course, the Sparkle Dance Party to kick things off.
Why'd you have to go and drive me so crazy? Now I'm feeling lost without you, and I just can't be without you, baby. Want you all night long, want you all night long. Now I'm feeling lost without you, and I just can't be without you, baby. Want you all night long, want you all night long. Give me all your love, baby. Give me all your love, baby. Give me all your love, all your love, all your love. Give me all your love, baby. Give me all your love, baby. Give me all your love, all your love, all your love. Tell me, why'd you have to go and drive me so crazy? Now I'm feeling lost without you, and I just can't be without you, baby. Want you all night long, want you all night long.
Interrupt me and I interrupt you. A shame. When did we start losing and stop giving? I remember I gave it time, all of my time. Now my mind's lost in its thoughts. I want you want only you. But my heart's all tied up in knots. Wanna release it, 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 wanna release it. You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings. But now I shine with your reflection on me. I'm getting back up on my feet. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. Yes, I'm the winner, yeah. 'Cause I'm the winner, yes. Am I awake or am I dreaming? So far gone, I won't look back. And when I move, there ain't no stopping me. You're pushing me up to the top. I saw the clouds looking angry, but then the sky reached my mind. And when I space out, I see the possibilities unfolding the way that I want. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You cut me loose. You make me win in every way. Win in every way. You show me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You show me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. Yes, I'm the winner, yeah. 'Cause I'm the winner, yes. 'Cause I'm the winner, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, yes, I'm the winner, yeah. Life goes up and it goes down. I know my mom taught me that. I figured why we fool around so little, and we keep track of time, being so serious. Idiots thinking it will matter, keep me company downtown before the clock runs out. Sun is shining, but the rain is welcome too. Friends are nearby, don't need another view. Time is not on my mind, but then it's you. Oh, I love it when the love comes around, and then I remember all things must pass. But I'm not gonna wake up, wake up. I'm not ready, let me have another day. Don't wake up, wake up. Keep it steady, 'cause I'm happy, I'm not gonna wake up. No, not yet, whoa. No, not yet, whoa. No, not yet, whoa. I'm afraid I'll end up nowhere. They keep saying I'll be fine, but how you know that I'll be there when it feels like I'm lying every time someone asks how it goes, and I save the details that actually mean something. Sun is shining, but the rain is welcome too. Friends are nearby, don't need another view. Time is not on my mind, but then it's you. Oh, I love it when the love comes around, and then I remember all things must pass. But I'm not gonna wake up, wake up. I'm not ready, let me have another day. Don't wake up, wake up. Keep it steady, cause I'm happy, I'm not gonna wake up. No, no, not yet, whoa. No, not yet, whoa. No, no, not yet, whoa. But I'm not gonna wake up, wake up. Don't wake up, wake up. Keep it steady, cause I'm happy, I'm not gonna wake up, wake up. I'm not ready, let me have another day. Don't wake up, wake up. Keep it steady, cause I'm happy, I'm not gonna wake up. No, no, not yet, whoa. No, not yet.
You know what time it is when this song comes on? It's the Sparkle song.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long.
Welcome to Strategy with Sally, our weekly live.
You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Shine. Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine.
And sparkle. Welcome everybody to Strategy with Sally. So lovely to have you join us for our weekly live. If we have not yet met, I'm Sally Sparks Cousins. I'm the founder of the Sparkle Class Academy and the creator of the Freedom Funnel Formula. And this is our weekly live, Strategy with Sally. We do this every single week. And not at this time. So I usually do it on Tuesday, 9 a.m. Melbourne time, so Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time. But today is actually Friday at the time of this recording for me because I was so super sick on Tuesday and I didn't want to just put a replay up. I really was so excited to share today's content with you. So here I am, a few days late. My stomach's still not 100% better. Seriously, I don't know what's going on with me, but that's a story for another day. But today, I really want to speak to your course creators out there. Now, this is our weekly also podcast recorded session as well. So we take all of this content and we turn it into podcast episodes. So Ma comes in and she edits and chops all of this up, and this will release later as well. So if I make mistakes and all the things, that's what happens when you record a podcast. So this is live and this is raw. And then the podcast, of course, will be edited and a bit more pretty than this. So let's get into today's recording. Now, if you've got any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. Okay, so drop the letter Q at the beginning and ask questions. And then once we get through the content, I'm happy to see what questions have come in. And also VIPs, come on in. Come on into the room. We're almost back to fully fledged activity inside the Sparkle world. Our team returned from break. Well, I wouldn't really call it a break, but our team returned to normal business hours as of next week, which I'm so super excited about. Hey, Joanne. Hey, Christy. Lovely to see you guys jumping on in. All right. So let's get into the meat and potatoes. All right. Have you ever felt like you're not an expert enough to teach a course? Or have you found yourself like instantly tweaking content and never feeling like you're ready to launch? Or maybe you haven't quite pinpointed the focus of your course. Well, whether you're a budding educator or you're an experienced course creator, today's podcast, I wanted to share with you 6 of the biggest mistakes that I see course creators make from my experience helping course creators over the past 6 years, and all of the roadblocks that come up for people when they want to build a course. And as I like to say, share their inner sparkle with the world. So, mistake number 1 is I'm not an expert. Thinking that you're not an expert and therefore you cannot create a course. No, you are an expert. You've been on this planet for a long time, probably. You've been through something. You've gotten to the other side. You've figured out a way to overcome whatever struggle or problem it might be. And you've got a system and a process now. And I'm sure there is this nagging thing inside of you that you just want to help others. Am I right? I mean, if you've been following me for any length of time, it's because you have an inner sparkle and a passion to truly want to help people. That's why people follow the Sparkle world, is they want to be able to get their message out there to the world. Now, thinking that you're not an expert will hold you back. You do not need a piece of paper to prove that you have knowledge and expertise in a particular area. Okay? If you've been helping people for a really long time and getting results, even without that piece of paper, that is totally okay. You have figured out a way to get people from a pain point where they're really struggling all the way through to a result at the end. Right? So, for example, we've got a client who teaches puppies, right? She has figured out 2 major stages when it comes to training dogs, and she's worked with dogs for so many years. Or we've got another client who helps people with grief. Now, yes, she probably has a bit of paper and has done some training, but I bet you through working with people and helping people that she has enough knowledge. Now, if you've never been paid to help people, that's okay too, right? If people are constantly asking you questions and you're always helping them on a particular topic, then you're an expert. So, mistake number 1 is thinking I am not an expert. You are. You know the answer and a solution to a particular problem that you have already solved, and now you want to get out there and help others. And it would be wrong of you not to do it. There are people out there in the world who really want and need your help. Now, mistake number 2, this one is a big one. Letting perfectionism get in the way and not launching. Now, raise your hand if this is you. Now, perfectionism can be a number of different things. It's like you need to have all of the pieces figured out. Or you've been fumbling around in software, trying to put it all together and wanting the course to be 100% completed before you launch. Here's a hot tip. Your course is never going to be finished. Because as an educator, and look, I do have a piece of paper when it comes to being an educator, there is a word called pedagogy. Pedagogy just means continuous learning and improvement. Now, if you want to create a course or a program to help people, even your coaching program, you are always going to be learning new ways of getting better at getting people results, because your way is how you worked out how to get from A to Z, how to get from pain point to solution. But as you work with people, you will find that some of them need extra help in different areas and get stuck in different places. So the only way to actually make your program better and more perfect, not totally perfect, a little bit more perfect, is working with people. So you want to launch, you want to get it in front of people so that you can then improve it. So mistake number 2 is letting perfectionism get in the way and not launching. So get out there. You don't have to go with the massive course to begin with, right? And that takes me into mistake number 3. Content overload. Feeling that you need to put everything in your program, in your course, whether it's your first course or your 5th course, but feeling like you need to teach everything. Now, remember that what you have figured out has probably taken you 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, or 40 years worth of knowledge, and there is no way you could teach that to somebody in a course. Now, here's the thing. Back in the day when courses first started kind of becoming this online thing, people were thinking like they were selling a program that had lots and lots and lots of stuff inside the program because it made the course look more valuable. But you see, what people actually want is they don't want the hard path to get to the result. That's why they pay, right? They don't pay to learn everything that you know. They are actually paying for you to put it through your filter and teach them what they need to know, not everything that they know. So what I find is when I work with course creators, I do these things called mapping sessions where I take all of their crazy inside their brain and then map it out into a course for them. The hardest part during this process isn't what to put in the program. It's actually what you leave out of the program is the hardest part, because you feel like you've got to teach everything and you don't. So mistake number 3 is content overload. And you see, especially when you have been building a course you have this skill set and knowledge set that you want to share, you feel if you leave anything out, you're not serving people. But you're actually serving them by leaving stuff out because they want the fastest path to the solution, not everything. All right? So mistake number 4, and this is another huge one, is especially for the first-time course creators, is making your online course too broad, which means you may have an area that you want to help people with. I'll give my niche and what I help people with as an example. Say marketing. I can teach marketing. Now, how broad is that? If I just created a course and said, I'm going to teach you marketing, that's massive. What does it mean to teach marketing? You need to niche your niche. You need to break it down into smaller steps, and it might actually mean smaller courses. And eventually, as you build these smaller courses, eventually you could put them all together and have like an academy like we do now. But my first course was teaching people how to have the confidence to hit the go live button. Do you know why? Because I was so petrified of the camera. It took me so long to hit that button and actually go live that I decided that I wanted to help people with that. Now, not only that, I looked at my passions and my gifts and my skill set, and that's another podcast episode that we'll be doing, is about how to find your inner sparkle. But I also have knowledge as a photographer. I used to teach photography. I was a photographer, actually, of children and animals mostly, which are the two things most people tell you shouldn't work with. Definitely got a lot of exercise up photographing children and animals. But taking that thing, I was able to make one course go live. Next course I created was Passion into Profit, like pulling all your crazy stuff out of your brain, because I found I had a gift at helping people choose the right content. So think about everything that you want to teach, and like I like to do a big brain dump of all the things that you would like to turn into a course, and you'll probably see years worth of course creation stuff there. And find one thing. And again, there's another podcast episode coming where I'm going to show you of how to find your inner sparkle. So keep an eye out for that one. So mistake number 4 is making your online course too broad. I want you to niche that niche. Think about exactly how you can help them. All right, mistake number 5. Now, this is a big one for me because you know I'm a tech nerd. So mistake 5 is not choosing the right platform. Now, as a course creator, and remember you're a business owner as well, when you run a business, you actually do, and it is preferable, not that you have to do it this way, but I want to tell you from my experience, you need to choose software that will allow your business to grow. Now, there's not many businesses out there that you can start running and pay $0. Actually, is there really an actual business where it costs you $0 to run? If you find one that's extremely profitable and it costs you no money to run, please show me. So I want you to think about the software that you choose to run your online program. We love and have used, and look, I've tried all of them, but we love Kajabi, because Kajabi also is specifically made for courses. So it allows you to put in things like assessments, right? Track progress, give awards when completing different areas of your program to incentivize them to get through. Because at the end of the day, aren't we creating this online program to help people? And also the reason why people pay, other than the fastest path to result, is they pay for community and accountability. So inside your course, you want to be able to hold them accountable, and having the right piece of software will save you time, because you can automate some, not all, but some of the accountability process. So I've tried Teachable, Thinkific. Oh my goodness. I honestly, like, I'm a tech nerd and junkie, so I do try everything. But from all the ones I've tried, Kajabi to us is the most amazing platform for creating courses in. And it's fast, it's easy to use, it loads quickly. It's just so many things. And honestly, at the end of the day, that's all they do all day, every day, is make sure their platform is perfect for course creators. Okay. However, you can choose whichever platform you want, but I would recommend paying for software Okay, think about how much per month it costs for the software and how many sales you will need to help cover the cost of the software. I mean, if you were starting a bricks and mortar store, right, even a real life school, you would have to pay rent. You would need to stock it. You'd need to buy books and printables and all these things. So there is, well, in bricks and mortar, definitely a bigger outlay. But the price of a piece of software to literally be your bricks and mortar business but online is totally worth it. And I want you to ask yourself the question when you're thinking about, oh my goodness, I don't want to pay for software, right? Oh, I wish I didn't have to do the thing. You do, all right? I'm just going to tell you straight out, no bullshit. You have to pay for software to run an online business. You just do. So stop trying to look for the cheap and nasty way because it will not be scalable. And then you'll have to rebuild your program and then think how much time you're going to lose. If you've got 100 clients and you have to rebuild your software because you now can't handle the capacity of the people, that would be a real pain, right? So mistake number 5 is not choosing the right platform. All right, mistake number 6 is not learning marketing strategies. Now, if you build it, they will not come. You could have the best product out there. You know your results will be amazing, but you cannot sell a secret. If you do not learn at least some basic marketing strategies, you are not going to be able to sell your course. I mean, even when an author finishes writing a book, they market it. They go on a book tour. They do lots of different things to get their book noticed. And I want you to do the same thing. Just start with some basic marketing strategies first. And we're going to do another podcast on actually, things you can do before selling a course. So keep your ears out for that one. But you want to be able to learn some basic marketing strategies because you cannot sell a secret. You cannot. So marketing is it's part of business. It would be like a secretary turning up to work and going, I'm not going to answer the phones and I'm not going to do any filing. Well, guess what, love? You're in the wrong industry. If you're going to be a course creator, until you can pay people to help you with marketing, you have to learn to market your program. Simple. All right, so mistake number 6 is not learning marketing strategies. So there are our top 6 mistakes that I have seen course creators make over the last 6 years of working with them to build and launch courses and coaching programs. So which one of those stood out for you? Which one do you know you need to work on? Was it mistake number 1, thinking I am not an expert? Yes, imposter syndrome. That's correct. Or mistake number 2, letting perfectionism get in the way and never launching. Or mistake number 3, content overload, wanting and feeling the need to put every single thing you know into the course. It just leads to overwhelm and then people won't finish the course and they won't get the results. Or mistake number 4, making your online course too broad, right? Not niching that niche and getting specific on your exact problem to solution pathway. And of course, I'll keep another ear out for another episode coming on Signature Method. That's going to help with mistake number 4 even more. Mistake number 5, choosing the right platform or not choosing the right platform. And mistake number 6, not learning marketing strategies. So there's a lot there. And then you can't fix everything right away. But what's one thing you can choose to do this week? From those 6 mistakes, which one can you focus on trying to improve upon? So I want you to write in the chat or send me a DM on socials, whether it's mistakes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. Well, thank you so much for joining today's podcast episode. I hope you got a lot of tips and strategies out of that. And keep tuning in because we're really focusing in on course creation over the next month or so, because we have so many people who are, especially inside our community, not launching. And we really want you to launch. Or you've got a brain full of ideas and you're unsure how to get all of that crazy stuff out of your brain and map down into a course. So we're going to focus in on course creation over the coming month so that I really want to see you out there sharing your inner sparkle with the world. All right, guys, that is a podcast recording. And I'm actually recording 3 podcast episodes today. But before we jump on in, I would love to hear from the VIPs in the room. What was a key aha moment for you? Turn on your cameras before we move into the next lesson. But let me know. Turn it on. Where are you all hiding? There she is. Joanne is up first. You're all in here, but you're all being shy again today. What is up with that? All right, Joanne, what was a key takeaway for you, love?
I think it would depend on what time of the year it was, because at one point or another, I've had all 6 of these. You know,
Yeah.
I started with imposter syndrome, and Jackie was really helpful with all of that.
Yep.
And, you know, my perfectionism, and, you know, I wanted to put so much into this course and didn't, which was, you know, you're right. The hard part is knowing what to leave out.
Yeah.
You know, the software, I love all of you because this is what you do and it's not what I do. So, I think for me, getting used to the software would be number 1.
Yep.
And learning how to use that to help me,
Yeah.
as opposed to cursing at my computer. And also learning marketing strategy. I'm really pretty good at the local stuff and the
I
one-on-one.
know.
It's getting out into the public that at large through the
Yeah.
computer that I'm struggling with.
Yeah.
You know, here in the neighborhood, people are beginning to know me, but you know, out in the real world, I have lots of connections, but not the right ones at this point. So
And
marketing, I think, is a big one for me.
yeah, definitely. And I have to say, you know, what you're doing in the local area is just the start of a marketing. Like in the example I gave you, like, oh, teach marketing. There are so many different marketing strategies. And you being out in the local area is actually a marketing strategy. It's then how to put them into the funnel, right? And we're working on the rest of the stuff. Like, you know, you are one of our diamond clients. So we're building all the tech and making sure that's all good for you. The marketing side, in regards to the tech and the automation, we're doing that as well for you. However, it's you getting out there, your weekly lives, right? And then, of course, the strategy we give you when you're about to go into a live event. But you're doing amazing. But thank you for sharing, Joanne. Anybody else going to turn their cameras on, or are you all going to stay in the dark until we're dark? So for those of you out on the live stream, you see what happens is our paying clients are actually in Zoom right now. And after the teaching components, we actually go dark. And I stay here until all questions are answered. And that's, you know, so important to me to make sure all questions are answered. Especially for our paying clients, right? Now, we've got a couple of things out here on the live stream. I will get to the live stream questions for you shortly, but please keep them coming in. We're making note of those, and we will get to those at the end of this. All right. Let's get into the next lesson. You see, what I'm doing at the moment is I'm batching for my podcast manager. She's like, I need three podcast episodes. So I'm batching right now. I'm batching 3 episodes, and then I'm going to do some batching later this afternoon, which I haven't done oh my goodness, I reckon in a couple of years where I record podcast episodes without live streaming, I'm actually going to do that this afternoon. So there'll be some things that you'll hear on the podcast over the coming month that you would not have previously seen on the live stream. Anyway, let's get stuck into, I want to talk to you about a signature method and why it's important for your coaching program. So think about the most successful, I'll just start that again because I don't even know how I'm going to start this podcast. So here's a hot tip for you if you're out on the live stream. When you start a podcast episode, you've got to begin with a hook like you do in a video, right? When you're doing a reel or something to make people watch or listen. So I'm trying to think of my hook. That's why I've stopped. Because we're going to be talking about why you need to have a signature method in your coaching program, but I need a hook at the beginning of the episode. So just give me a second while my brain, here I am thinking and talking at the same time. And Ma, I'll pause for a moment and you'll be able to edit and start the actual episode from this. Think about the most successful coaches you know. What sets them apart? It's not just their knowledge or experience, but it's actually their unique way of transforming, of helping people using their particular expertise, knowledge, and skill set in order to get results for their clients. So this is really powerful and why you need to have a signature method. Okay? It is your actual coaching program. It's the step-by-step process you take people to. It's the step-by-step process you take people through. And today I wanted to really delve into why having a signature method isn't just an add-on, but an actual crucial element in your coaching business that will actually catapult you and your business from just being a coach and being good at what you do to actually being unforgettable. So whether you're just starting out and you're looking to elevate your existing program, understanding how important it is to have a signature method will actually revolutionize the way you run your coaching business and how you can help your clients. So let's look at some reasons why having a signature method will actually create lasting impacts and also distinguish you at the top of your game, help you stand out from the crowd. So the first reason why you should have a signature method is it enhances your credibility and also your expertise. So another thing you can think about when you talk about your signature method is your intellectual property, your proprietary method. And what it does is it demonstrates a really high level of your expertise and also a commitment to understanding your field, right? Getting better at your craft. It shows that you've really invested time and you've thought about creating a system that's not just a rehash of lots of common knowledge, but it's actually your particular refined approach. It's based on your experience, your knowledge, your insights. Now, the more you work with people, your method will evolve over time, but being able to really showcase your credibility and your expertise using a signature method will totally help you stand out from a crowd. Now, the second reason for having a signature method is consistency. Consistency in the way in which you deliver your service. Now, a signature method provides you with a framework, right, for delivering your coaching services. And it ensures that all your clients receive the same quality of instructions, the same sort of advice, which can lead to more predictable and reliable outcomes. And again, as I've said in previous episodes, the more we work with people, the more we learn to improve our method as well. And when we've got a predictable system that we follow and our clients go through, we get reliable outcomes, but then we can improve the outcomes by improving the method. So consistency makes life easier. Now, the third reason, and this is great when it comes to marketing, it's easier to market and communicate exactly what it is that you do. So marketing your service becomes so easy when you have a clear method to teach people. It gives you a tangible concept that you can talk about, and also you can show it in your promotional material, and it helps with your potential clients to really understand exactly what they're going to gain when they work with you. So when you can communicate what you do, having a signature method, they know what they're actually going to get. And it also stops you from rambling on and on and on and on. We actually turn your signature method into an infographic here inside the Sparkle World. So our diamond level clients, once they've designed their signature method, my team get to work and actually create an infographic. So they're amazing for especially coaches that may not have like an ROI when it's sort of money. It might be less tangible, like feeling less stressed. But having a visual graphic along with that signature method will also show or make it easy for you to communicate, but also makes it feel more tangible because they can actually see the steps. And we have spoken about infographics in the past. And if you want to learn more about the infographics that we do, then please reach out to me and my team, and we'll be happy to share with you some training around infographics as well. Now, another reason why having a signature method is so important for your business is it creates a scalable model. So what that means is with a signature method, you can more easily scale your coaching program. And here's what I love. When I say a scalable model, that means you are selling the method. You are not selling you, because you are not scalable. You've only got a certain amount of time and hours in the day that you can help people. When you have a signature method, you're selling the steps in the method, and eventually you can train other coaches in your method. You can create books and use that in your online course. You can even license your method to other professionals, and therefore you'll be able to expand your reach and your influence. So having a signature method makes you scalable. How good would it be to be able to sell your method and not you? And maybe one day you can take a step back, and you've had people go through your program who really love the outcome at the end that you've given them, and they're like, I really want to help you help other people. Now you end up getting to where I am at with our business. I was actually looking back at some really old videos from 2000 and I think it was 19, because I was just doing some research, because we've decided to really focus on course creation and really teaching you a lot of stuff around that. And I ran a challenge way back in 2019 around how to create a course. And I was talking in those videos about one day I'll have other people who come through my program and they're going to be helping me teach my method. Ha! Here I am from 2019 to 2024 just. And that's where we're at, right? I didn't give up. I stuck with the method and I've improved it over the years, which has allowed us to be more scalable. Now, another reason for having a signature method is that your client will trust what you do and you'll get higher engagement. You see, clients often are attracted and are actually reassured by a structured approach. You see, a signature method can provide them a clear pathway, right? They can see exactly what goals they're going to hit, what outcomes they're going to get, what transformation they will receive, which will help them to build trust in you and also keep them engaged throughout your program. So we have 7 major phases inside our program. People come in and think that they're going to just go 1 through 7. It doesn't work that way. Not inside our program anyway. Some other programs will be a step-by-step get to the end. business never stops growing and changing. But they can come in and every month we want them to focus on one of the 7 phases and improve it, right? And because every phase has a particular way in which we want them to do the stuff, like I always say, don't F with the formula, right? Don't F with the Freedom Funnel formula. There's lots of things that you can get creative with, but if you really want to be successful, you just do what I do. All right, so you really want to build that trust, but also have that engagement inside of your program. Now, another reason for having a signature method is it provides you with the opportunity to measure success. So, for example, we have just got a client who has just ran a live event, and we're about to do a debrief. Today, later on in a couple of hours, we're going to do a debrief on their live event to see how it went, if they hit certain benchmarks. We can measure their progress and we can more easily see how effective their live event was. But also, it allows you to make adjustments when necessary, which of course leads to better outcomes. And that's what we want. We want our people to get really amazing results, right? So, the last thing is long-term improvements and adaptation, or pedagogy, right? Continuous improvement. As you continue to apply your method, you'll gather more data, more insights, more sexy numbers, and it'll allow you to refine and improve it over time. Now, this process of continuous improvement will keep your method relevant, effective, especially if you're in a market that changes a lot as well. It helps you stay on top of things where you just tweak your method. Now, our method has changed. We've had 3 major overhauls of our method in the years that we've been doing it, because every time we've found a better way. The Freedom Funnel formula has been active, this particular method, for I think 3 years. And we still, over those 3 years, what we had in phase 1 moved to phase 5 because it just worked better the more I worked with people. So we adapted it to the needs of our clients. Okay, so there we go. There's some really hot tips around why having a signature method is actually going to make you become, one, a better coach, but also it's going to help you stand apart or set you apart from other people in a similar niche to you. So, number 1, enhances your credibility and expertise. Number 2, it gives you consistency in your delivery. Number 3, easier to market and communicate, so you're not rambling on and on. Number 4, it creates a scalable model, so you no longer have to sell you can sell your method. Number 5, your clients will gain a lot higher trust and you'll get more engagement inside your program. It allows you to I think I'm up to number 6, facilitate measurement, right? You can measure that success. And finally, long-term improvements and adaptation, when you can just tweak the method. You do not have to create a whole new program every year. Sound good? So if you have not yet got yourself a signature method, reach out to me and my team. We have a little training around the infographic that you can do. I think the link is, and Ma, please edit this out if it's wrong. So if you'd like to learn more about creating a signature method, but also how to include that into an infographic, a visual representation of your method, then go to sparkleclassacademy.com/infographic. And if that's wrong, just edit it out. Thanks, Ma. Oh, dear. All right. So really, in summary, a signature method is your coaching program, but it not only helps you to define and also distinguish your services, but it adds value for your clients. It shows that you are actually good at what you do. It gives you credibility and it contributes to scaling and sustainability for your coaching business. Excellent, guys. All right, we're just going to move straight into the 3rd episode recording now, because I know my clients are ready to go dark and do questions. We've got a few questions coming in from online as well, out there on the live stream. But the third thing I wanted to speak to you about today is 6 tips on how you can engage your audience before you launch. All right. So, Ma, this is the third one. See, I'm batching for you, darling. You're going to be so happy with me. So this was actually supposed to be our podcast batching day for interviews, and then we didn't get as many guests as we wanted for today, so we're just going to batch my individual podcast episodes today. So I hope that's all right with you guys. Well, it's going to have to be, right? And VIPs and Diamond clients, please head on in. We'll be kicking off dark time, and as I say always, I'm here with you to answer all questions until we're done. I will stay here all day if I need to. All right. All right, Ma, here's the third one for you, darling. Of course, a hook to begin with. Imagine launching a course to an audience and it's already buzzing with excitement and people are eager and waiting to dive in and buy your program. So how do you create this level of anticipation and engagement before your course goes live? So in today's podcast, I really wanted to sit with you and talk about 6 of the top strategies that you can use to not just reach your audience, but also to captivate them. From crafting, teasers to spark curiosity, to leveraging the power of social media and building community. Now, these aren't just going to be tips. These will actually be your secret weapons to ensuring that you can finally launch your course. This is what we want you to do, because you can have all of these beautiful ideas in your brain about wanting to help people, but you want to get out there and actually help people and launch. So when you use these strategies, you're not just going to be speaking to the void and getting crickets back, but to an audience that's already excited, they're eager and engaged, and they're ready to learn from you. So our first tip on how you can engage your audience before you launch your new course is to build anticipation with teasers. So what you can do here is share snippets of your content related to your program. So this could be through social media posts, you can email your list, you can write a blog, you can do podcast episodes, and give your audience a taste of what it's like and what they can expect if they actually work with you. Now, what this will do is it'll really spark curiosity and interest because they'll want to know more. So sprinkle a few little teasers out there across social media and let them know something really cool's coming and that they need to stay tuned to find out, right? A little bit of curiosity marketing is another way to talk about it. So build anticipation is my first hot tip for you. Use teasers, right? Build that curiosity. The second tip is leverage social media. I mean, it's pretty much needs to go unsaid, but I'm going to say it anyway. Utilize various social media platforms to connect with your audience. And the way in which you can do this is to share, say, behind the scenes, glimpses of your course creation process. Maybe host some Q&A sessions or do a live talk about your actual course content and answer questions. You see, when you engage with the comments that people make, run these Q&A sessions, talk to people in messages, it also helps to build that feeling of community. Now, when I say leverage social media, I said various social media platforms, it doesn't mean every platform. We really practice what we call the power of one. And that would be one traffic source to focus on, because there are lots of social media platforms out there, right? But every single platform is different. And the way in which you make your content is different. Your content shouldn't look exactly the same on YouTube as it does on Instagram and as it does on Facebook, because they all work slightly differently. And the only way to get good at social media, rather than being a jack of all trades, become a master at one. Now, our one is Facebook. if you actually go and have a look at Instagram, I think we're maybe 5,000 followers. You know, Facebook's never been my thing. I mean, Instagram's never been my thing. I grew up in the world of Facebook. Yes, my daughter would say that's where the old people hang out. But here's a funny story. Actually, yesterday my daughter, and I digress for a moment, but my daughter got the keys to her unit, or her little house, or what? It's not a house, it's a unit at the university she's moving to next month. And the girl walked in and goes, "Are you on Facebook? Because this is the Facebook group and this is our Facebook Messenger chat." And I'm thinking, oh, she's becoming an old person now. She's moving off to uni and they're making her use Facebook. She literally only just set up a Facebook account recently because the people at her work use Facebook to communicate. That's where all the old people hang out, right? It was quite funny. Anyway, I digress for a minute there. But Facebook, if you go over there, we've got maybe 120,000 followers, a bit different to the 5,000, right, on Instagram. YouTube, maybe we've hit the 1,000. I think we might be up around 1,100. But I can tell you what to do in Facebook with my eyes closed because that's been my focus. So leverage social media, but become really good at one. Then when you can actually start hiring people, which will be the goal, right? You can bring in other experts that can help you build up those other platforms, okay? Like this year, our Joyce, she would love to see Instagram become better. So she needs to be doing lots of learning and development, not just posting on Instagram, but lots of learning and development around how to best utilize Instagram. It's not just a matter of posting, right? Now, I don't have the time to do that, nor do I really care. Right? That is not where I should be spending my time. It's not my job anymore. But when it is your job and you're still a solopreneur, just pick one, make your life easier. All right. The next one is you can actually offer early bird specials or exclusive access. Or we like to do founders member rates. So what that will do is encourage early signups, right? Or pre-registrations to your offerings and your special deals. It gives you a bit of cash flow also at the beginning, which I love because that cash flow that you get with early bird sales of your program, those people that have been sitting with anticipation for you to launch your course, will give you money to help market. So you can give things like discounted pricing or bonus content or early access. You may run a beta group, right, to test your program. I do recommend charge a little bit because people who do a free course, most of them won't turn up. People who just put a little bit of skin in the game are actually interested in results. But this will reward those early adopters, but also it will also help you gauge your initial interest and their commitment levels and your commitment levels. So having an early bird special, a bit of cash flow, love it, right, for marketing, but also reward those early adopters. You see, people that have come into our program back when we had founders member rates, they can renew at the rate they came in at, which is way less than what our diamond level clients pay for now, right? So also they're going to give you reviews, testimonials, all of the amazing social proof that you need when you come to the bigger launch as well. All right, next one is I want you to think about hosting webinars or online events, online workshops. Teach people stuff. Pull a little bit of stuff out of your course and teach it live. And sometimes pull the best bits out. It's okay. In a live webinar or a 3 or a 5-day training, and this is our marketing method that we teach, if you want us to help you with marketing, you have to go live. Okay, if you're not willing to go live, then we are not the right marketing agency for you. So having webinars and online workshops, free training, when you organize these free workshops on a topic related to your course, this is I find the best way to build excitement. It's an excellent way to showcase your expertise, helps people to know, like, and trust you, provides value, and it gives an introduction to those potential students on your learning style. And then they can decide whether or not they like you at all, right? So that's a hot tip for you. What did I do there? All right, next one is to gather and implement feedback. So what you want to do here is engage with your audience and ask lots of questions. Ask them for input and feedback on what they would like to learn and gain from your course. Now, this not only makes your audience feel seen, heard, loved, appreciated, valued, and all the good things, it also helps you to tailor your course to meet their needs. So even in the early stages, before you even launch, like we said before, when you start working with people, right, you start to improve your program. So getting that feedback and, really listening with loving ears, okay? Because sometimes the feedback might not be what you want to hear, but then you say, how can I make it better, right? So that will engage your audience and make them feel heard. All right, the next one is to create email campaigns. Yes, automation. Yes, I love me some automation. Now that you're starting to get the message out there, okay, and you're using the strategies that we've spoken about, and, you're building with teasers and anticipation and a bit of curiosity marketing, you're leveraging social media, you're creating maybe some early bird special or exclusive access offers and live events and workshops. You've been gathering feedback. Now, from all of this, you should also make sure, please, you are growing your email list, because social media isn't reliable. That's somebody else's land, okay? You cannot build your business on other people's land. If Facebook becomes like MySpace, what would you do? Right? Who remembers MySpace? Yeah, or maybe I'm showing my age. So make sure you grow your email list. Now, once you've grown that email list, you can set up an email campaign to nurture your leads. And what you can do with this is provide them with regular updates about your course. How is it going? When is it getting closer to launch? Dropping some of that curiosity marketing, along with valuable content related to what it is that you do. Okay? So when you can keep your audience engaged through emails, you see a well-crafted email and a really great nurture sequence can build a narrative that will help you lead up to launch and increase the excitement overall for launching your program. So using these strategies that I've shared with you today will help you to really create buzz, create excitement, and have people really eagerly waiting for you to launch your course. So this is my 6 top tips on how you can engage your audience before you launch your new course. And they were to build anticipation and teasers and curiosity marketing. Number 2, to leverage a social media platform, at least one really well, and then just sprinkle the rest out there. Third thing is to offer early access or special offers for live events, training, webinars, challenges, whatever you want to call them. At the end of the day, it's teaching but somebody something live for free. 5, gather feedback. And finally, number 6, get those emails because the money's in the list. And here's a hot tip for you. When I went to a conference years ago, I can't even remember, it was called How to Write a Bestseller. And there was a speaker on the stage who was talking about growing your email list. If you ever look at any successful person within the course creation coaching space, they grow their email list. Everybody that, if you were to ask a very successful online entrepreneur within this niche, what would they have done differently, or what should they have started from the very beginning? Most of them will say email list. So creating and growing your email list is so important, because not everybody's going to be ready to buy from you right away. You see, at any given time, only 2% of your audience is ready to say yes. The rest might be still doing their due diligence, doing research, finding out more, seeing if, maybe the pain point's not strong enough for them yet. And the other thing I learned was for every email address, it equates to about $1 to your bank account every month. Now, of course, it's not exact math, but as I've seen my email list grow, same with my bank account. And only because he said that to me at this conference, every one email is $1 to your bank account. When I got to, 10,000, 20,000, then I'm looking at my bank account, I'm like, oh yeah, 10,000-ish, right? It might be, 12,000 one month and 9,000 the next month, but it kind of equates. And when you start getting up to those higher numbers, like 50, 60, 70,000 emails, what's 5,000? But it does work. And I've watched this over years. I'm just trying to remember how many years ago it was that I went to this conference, but it was before COVID. But that's how long I've been watching my list grow and making that comparison. So these are great tips. Tell me, send me a DM or take a screenshot of where you're watching or listening to this podcast episode and share with me, out of the 6 things that I shared with you today, what's the one thing that you're going to implement this week? Okay, I want you to actually implement it. Success comes from action. You can dream and wish, but without action, nothing's going to happen. So, what are you going to implement this week from the 6 tips we covered? Good luck. I can't wait to see you join us in this amazing course creation business model. Because when you create a course, honestly, your course could be worth more than your house. Think about it. Honestly, when you get that knowledge out there, if your program's worth $997, over a few number of years, like we've become $1 million business because of courses. It's possible. I promise you. And I started with a little tiny course, go live in 5, and you can do it too. You have something in your brain that you want to help people with, that you figured out in the world. It'd be wrong of you not to do it. All right. Now, for those of you who are still here and have made it to the end of the live recording, I have a little secret for you. We're about to launch a new training. And registration is open-ish. We still have a bit of the back end stuff to build. So if you register today, we're still building stuff. We're still getting things ready, but we're creating a course creation challenge in February. So if you're somebody who wants to build, map out and launch and build a course in 3 days, then you can go ahead and register to do so. And let me find, where is it? I have a link here somewhere. Where did I put it? Here. There we go. Go to sparkleclassacademy.com/CCC, which stands for Course Creation Challenge. So CCC, sparkleclassacademy.com/CCC. for Course Creation Challenge. Now, it'll be running kind of mid to late February of 2024. We're getting a few things in order, but this is something that's I've been doing for many years, but I haven't run an event for a long time on actually just getting you to write. Now, my goal at the end of this 3 days is you will have a course, okay? I'm going to help you to say, I'm not putting that in it. And, the hardest decision is not always what you put in, it's what you leave out. And you will have a course. And not only that, you will have your course in software at the end of this, mapped out and ready to go. So let me share a little bit around what we're going to cover in this 3-day course creation challenge. So on day 1, we're going to look at ideation and planning. So what this really is defining what area of expertise you want to dial in on. Okay, now there's lots of things out there that you can teach and turn into a course, but by the end of day 1, you will have chosen something and we're going to stick with it. Right, we're going to brainstorm out your potential topic ideas. We're going to discuss and validate and select your topic. But as an educator, you also need to identify learning outcomes and goals. Okay, and this as a qualified trainer and teacher is really important. So we'll help you to define your learning outcomes, and you'll also get assignments every day that need to be ready for the next. Okay, so then on day 2, now we know what it is you're going to teach. I'm going to share with you what types of courses there are. There's many different types of courses that you can choose from. Then we're also going to talk about how to structure a course. And then we're going to end with pricing your program. So there's lots of different course types. So we'll do a bit of a learning around the different types of course formats so that you can choose what's going to work best for you and your audience. Then content. What are the content? What's the modules? What's the lesson? How much are you going to charge? So I'm going to give you some pricing strategies, and that's determined on the course type and model that you choose. And then, of course, on that day, we're going to finalize your course structure with pricing. All right, then finally on day 3, I'm going to show you how to make it. Okay, we're going to master content creation. So you're going to craft really engaging content, and I'm going to give you some principles on how to create effective content. I'm going to share with you how super powerful storytelling is and why you should be using it inside of your program. And then we're going to do an overview of different types of content formats, tools, resources, and then we're going to put together your content development plan, like a little tick box of all the things you've got to do. And then you will be ready for a special event that we will be doing to actually build your course click by click together. And that will be a bonus 3-hour, potentially 4-hour workshop where you're going to take everything we've mapped out and it will become a real life course. And I promise at the end, if you complete all of the 3 days and then come to our click-by-click course creation event, you will have a course ready to market. Because remember, you can't tell a secret. But that is my promise to you. At the end of 3 days, you'll either have your first or your next course ready to sell. Sound good? Sound exciting? So if this is something you're interested in and then you've had this niggling thing in your brain for a really long time, you want to turn your coaching program into a course so you can scale, you want to do that with me in 3 days, then come and join us at sparkleclassacademy.com/CCC, which stands for Course Creation Challenge, and it's happening in February of 2024. Excellent, guys. Well, thank you all for joining me. Let me have a look. Any questions inside the VIP room, or just let me know if you are going to keep it for the dark. And let me just scroll through the questions that have come in here from the live stream. Aha, we have a question here. Not sure what I'm doing. Hang on, let me come back to this. Oh, that's not what we want. Let's do this so we can see it better. And this is not a great one. There. Okay. Not sure what I'm doing wrong or am I missing so I can start getting clients. Probably marketing. Would you say that's right? I mean, I could be wrong, but if you're not getting clients, it would be a lack of marketing. It's pretty simple. What is your marketing strategy? Posting on social media is not a strategy. So what is your actual marketing strategy? And then you build it, you build your strategy, and then you've just got to keep measuring and optimizing. Don't keep like creating new stuff all the time for a marketing strategy. You need to pick one marketing strategy and dial it in. Imagine if you ran the same marketing strategy for 12 months, how good you would get at it, right? Okay, we've got another one here. Do you have a website plus Kajabi or, okay, here's the thing. Hold on to something. I have a really special announcement to make in February about Kajabi and something special that Kajabi and I only are doing. Actually, there's only 5 of us in Kajabi that are doing something in February. And I'm working directly alongside Kajabi in Feb, and I have something really exciting that only those people inside our community will get access to, unless you know who the other 4 people are that Kajabi are working with this month. I don't even know who they are. All right. So Kajabi reached out to me, and it was something so amazing for you that I couldn't say no to giving them a hand, because, you know, my life purpose at the end of the day, if you want to know my bigger mission, my bigger plan, is I want to transform the lives of 33 million people. Now, that is not by having 33 million clients, because honestly, I don't want to build myself a corporation. I love my boutique business. But the way in which we're going to achieve that is helping transformational people like you, people who like to help people, people who like to teach people. And if I can help people who really want to take this seriously, who want to get out there and help the masses, that's how I'll hit my goal of transforming the lives of 33 million, by helping a small few turn their knowledge into an amazing resource and sell it as a course. So when Kajabi approached me, a little secret, I can't share it with you yet, I couldn't say no. And the same thing when I work with Shalene Johnson inside of Marketing Impact Academy. Here's another little secret. If you're inside her community, in February, I'm running a training, which I've done for the last 3 years inside of her community in February. So again, why do I do all of this? Like the Marketing Impact Academy training, I don't get paid for it. I do it because it helps with my bigger mission of helping you get out there and help more people. And the best way to do that is with a course. All right, what other questions do we have coming in? I don't know how to verbalize the methodology. I use mindset techniques, psychological methods, a mix and a number of coaching methodologies. Okay, here's the deal. That's your signature method. You just need to break it down and simplify it. So remember when we spoke about it's not what you put in it, it's what you leave out is the most important thing, because people don't pay you to teach them everything you know. They pay you to teach them what they need to know, not everything you know. So you need to put it through your filter and choose the steps. And actually, we'll be doing that in the Course Creation Challenge. So I hope you're going to be joining us. Oh, yes, you wrote, I'll be there. Excellent. So go register. It's going to be so fun. I'm hoping even our paying clients are going to come, because they will be able to. And even if you've built a course before, I want you to come through this with your student hat on, because I bet you there'll be something that will help improve what you're currently doing. All right. Anyway, guys, yes, we have hit the top of the hour. It's time to go dark. Thank you, everyone, for joining me today on the live. And VIPs, if you're out there on the live, come on in now. We're about to go dark. I'm here for you for the rest of the day. Have a great one. As always, guys, never let anyone dull your sparkle. Make sure you get at least one income-producing activity done each and every day. And keep an eye out for me on my next live, Tuesday, 9 a.m. Melbourne time. Smart people, Google for your local time. Bye, guys.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long.